Hello, it's Sentry. Merry Christmas. This year has been wild for so many reasons. The world has seen lots of different change, and so have I. I got a new camera, moved to a new house, and set up a new backyard full of bird feeders and a bird bath. I'm glad the holidays are here, so I get to enjoy the pretty lights and decorations. I wanted to make you a fun little Christmas treat to celebrate the holidays. In the theme of 12 Days of Christmas, I want to talk about how you can count birds and at the same time help bird researchers. The concept is called citizen science, or crowdsourced science. What citizen science means is that individual people outside of research are helping contribute data or work for some sort of research. Anyone can help. To understand bird populations and how they are changing, scientists need lots of data about bird observations everywhere around the world. But bird researchers are often working at universities, and they have limited time and resources for counting birds. So there are lots of projects to help make your birding count for real science, while having fun yourself too. My favorite project is eBird from Cornell Lab of Ornithology. It is the project I contribute to the most. It's an app that you can use to track your bird observations and report them to Cornell Lab. It's very easy, and anyone with a phone or a computer with internet can do it. The way it works is when you go out and start birding, you start a checklist in the app. The app also lets you track your route with your phone's GPS. While you're birding, you record the birds you see into your checklist. When you identify birds, you can use the app to record how many you saw. After you're done for the day, you can stop the checklist and see a summary. It's amazing how many different species you can see during a little walk. You should be entering every bird you see to the best of your ability, even birds like common sparrows, seagulls, and pigeons. This way you can submit a complete checklist. You can also submit an incidental list if you just happen to see a bird but you were not looking for birds the whole time. You can also send a checklist without going anywhere, even while you're watching birds on your yard or sitting on a bench. Now, it might be difficult to identify all birds, especially if you're new to birding or new to the area. Luckily, Cornell has another tool for that. It's called Merlin. Merlin is an app that can help you identify birds. When you see a bird, the app will ask you where you are, the bird's size, the main colors, and what the bird was doing. It'll then present a list of the most likely birds that you could have seen. Usually the bird is one of the top options. You can also take your observation from Merlin straight back to eBird if you're currently in the middle of birding. Note that before using the apps for the first time, you should install and prepare them at home where you have good internet available. The applications will download bird packs onto your phone so that you can use them while out somewhere even with bad reception. But the downloads may be kind of large, so you probably should do it over a good Wi-Fi connection. Another great tip for you is to prepare a little bit in advance before your birding trip. eBird allows you to look at the checklists that other people have submitted, and it will tell you which birds have been seen recently at the exact location that you're planning to visit. This lets you browse and study the birds beforehand, so you know what you might see. You can even make a little checklist for yourself beforehand and then try to find as many birds on your list as you can. You also don't have to use the app while birding. You can write your observations on a notebook and then enter the details later on the app or on a computer. If you need more guidance on eBird, there is a free online class to help you get started. I've linked it in the description. The data from everyone's observations helps show where birds are thriving and where they are declining. This kind of crowdsourcing gives organizations like Cornell invaluable information about bird populations like never before. And the data is available for anyone to use for research purposes. It also gives yourself a way to track a live list of birds that you have seen in one place. You can even add photos and other media on there. There are lots of other projects too. This winter I joined Project Feeder Watch, which is a project where you count birds consistently across the season in the same location. Really fun if you have a bird feeder on your yard. There are many others. To name a few I know, there is Christmas Bird Count, International Shorebird Survey, and Breeding Bird Survey that all can benefit from you recording your bird observations. I have links to these projects in the description. Outside of birds, there are lots of other projects that help wildlife. There's anything from recording animals captured on forest cameras to identifying snow leopard individuals based on their spots. Lots of fun ways to contribute to wildlife research. The US government has a website listing all of their citizen science projects. Lots of different kind of volunteering for agencies such as the Forest Service, National Park Service, and even NASA. Some of them are local, some of them worldwide. Next time you go out somewhere, try eBird. Start a checklist and identify some birds. It makes even a familiar park or path exciting when you have an activity to do. Birding with a purpose is a great hobby and gives you a new perspective and appreciation to your local birds. Maybe you'll see birds you've never seen before. That still happens to me regularly, even though I go birding a lot. Can you find 12 different bird species on your first try? And when you do, let me know in the comments or on Twitter how your checklist turned out and what birds you saw. Thank you for sharing a great year of birds with me. Hearing how I've helped you learn more about birds warms my heart so much. That's what keeps me going and makes me want to make more and more videos. Here's to a great new year. I know it'll be a great year for birding no matter what. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support, and I hope you will follow me along in the new year and learn something new about birds. Special thank you for all of my patrons. Once more, you helped this video look and sound pretty. Merry Christmas, and talk to you again soon!